Hello all. In the series of covering SAT topics, this is our fourth video where we will be learning about some of the questions based on the first three topics which we have done. So this question is related to laws of exponents. You can see it's given x to the power 23 divided by x to the power m is equal to x to the power 15, and x to the power 4 to the power n is equal to x to the power 20. Then what is mn? So you can see base is common but the exponents are different. So we'll be using rule a to the power m divided by a to the power n is equal to a to the power m minus n. So here it will become x to the power 23 minus m is equal to x to the power 15. Now since both are equals and base is already equal, that both are x, so powers should also be equal. So we can say 23 minus m is equal to 15. So from here we will be getting m is equal to 23 minus 15, that is 8. Now we will find the value of n. So we are having x to the power 4 to the power n is equal to 20. So we will use the rule a to the power m to the power n. So the powers are multiplied here, so it becomes a to the power m times n. So here we will be getting x to the power 4n is equal to x to the power 20. So then what we can say here is it's x to the power 20. So again the exponents should be equal. So we'll be getting 4n is equal to 20. On dividing both the sides by 4, we will be getting n equal to 5. So mn will be equal to 5 times 8, that is equal to 40. That means option D is the answer. Next question. Again we are having a question from exponent. If x is a positive integer such that x to the power 9 is equal to r and x to the power 5 is equal to w, then which of the following must be equal to x to the power 30? So here we will see how we can eliminate the options. So if you remember, wherever the addition or subtraction comes in exponents, there is no rule for that. That means we can eliminate B. Similarly, we have both the exponents different. So if you will see option D and A also, then if you will see this one, we can write x to the power 9 to the power 2, that is r square minus w, that means x to the power 5. So again we have no any rule to subtract the two exponential terms. So again this one will also be rejected. Similarly, first one, x to the power 9 times x to the power 5 minus 1. Here we can use the rule, that means x to the power 14 minus 1, but minus 1 is in the base, so that is not giving us x to the power 13. So this is also rejected. Now remaining is C. So C should be the answer, but we will check once. So x to the power 9 to the power 2 divided by x to the power 5. So that is equal to x to the power 18 divided by x to the power 5. Again we will be using the rule. So we will be getting x to the power 18 minus 5, that is equal to x to the power 30. So this one is giving our answer. So it will be option C. Yeah. So in this equation, we need to find the value of p. So what we can do here, see, we can first simplify the numerator of both the sides, and we will be getting 5p minus 5 plus 6 divided by 8 is equal to 7, then minus 3 plus 2p divided by 12. So we are getting 5p plus 1 divided by 8 is equal to 7 minus 3, 4 plus 2p. So 2p plus 4 over 12. Now to solve this, we can cross multiply. So it will become 12 times of 5p plus 1 is equal to 8 times of 2p plus 4. So we will be getting 60p plus 12 is equal to 16p plus 32. So from here we will be getting 60p. We can subtract 16p from both the sides and add subtract 12 to both the sides. So we will be getting 16p minus 16p is equal to 32 minus 12. So what we will be getting from here is, this implies that 44p is equal to 20. So to divide both the sides from 20, we will be getting p is equal to 20 over 44. So we can divide both by 4. So we'll be getting 5 over 11. So we are getting here option B. But instead of doing this much thing, we can simply do this through graphing calculator. Like you can see here what we will be doing. So here when we will write this equation in graphing calculator, suppose like here I am using dash mode. So here it's not taking. So what's the instruction here? You can see we have only support implicit equations of x and y. So we'll replace p either by x or y. Then it will give us the solution. So you can see it is giving a line which has this point at x-axis 0.455. When you will convert this into fraction 0.455, that is basically 5 over 11. So this can be done more easily with graphing calculator. Now coming to next question. It says if x plus 5 times x plus p is equal to x square plus 2x plus k, then what are the values of p and k? So we can simply use here box method to multiply this or FOIL method, and then we will be getting our answer. We just need to compare the coefficients. So if we use FOIL method, then x plus 5 times x plus p, that will be equal to x times x square, x times p, so plus px, plus 5 times x, so plus 5x, plus 5 times p, so plus 5, and this should be equal to x square. We can take x common, so plus x times of p plus 5 plus 5p should be equal to this equation, that is x square plus 2x plus k. Now we'll simply compare the coefficients to find the values of p and k. So you can see when we'll compare the coefficient of x, p plus 5 should be equal to 2, p plus 5 equal to 2. We can subtract 5 from both the sides and we'll be getting p equal to negative 3. Now we'll put negative 3 and we can compare a constant term from both the sides. So we'll be getting 5 times of negative 3 equal to k. So k is equal to negative 15. So we are getting option D. Now let's move to the next question. Again, this is a question from quadratic equation which says that if x plus p is a factor of both x square plus 16x plus 64 and 4x square plus 37x plus k, where p and k are non-zero integer constants, what could be the value of k? So if you will see one complete equation, we are having x square plus 16x plus 64 and x plus p is its factor. So simply we can find the factors of this. So we can use this method. We have sum should be 16 and the product of two numbers should be 64. So we can take 8 and 8. So then we will be getting, this can be written as x plus 8 times x plus 8. This implies that x plus 8 whole square. So we can say that x plus p is a factor. It was p will be equal to 8. Now this is also a factor of the second equation. So always remember, if this is a factor of 4x square plus 37x plus k, that means if we will put, see, x plus 8 is a factor. So if that means this is equal to 0, if we put, that means x equal to negative 8 is a 0 of that equation. If this is a 0 of that equation, then we can, if we will put this value in the second equation, we should get this equal to 0. So we'll simply put 4 times of negative 8 whole square plus 37 times of negative 8 plus k, that should be equal to 0. So what we will be getting from here, 64 times of 4, that is 256, and then plus 37 times of negative, which is negative 296 plus k should be equal to 0. So what we will be getting from here, negative 40 plus k equal to 0. We can add 40 to both the sides and we will be getting k equal to 40. So this is how we can solve this equation. So it's option C. Now moving to next question. This is a question related to linear equation. It says a science teacher is preparing the 5 stations of a science laboratory. Each station will have either experiment A materials or experiment B materials, but not both. Experiment A requires 6 teaspoons of salt and experiment B requires 4 teaspoons of salt. If X is the number of stations that will be set up for experiment A and the remaining station will be set up for experiment B, which of the following expression represents the total number of teaspoons of salt required? So you can see total number of stations is 5 and it's given that X is the number of stations set up in experiment A. So 5 minus X should be the number of stations in B, and in A we are having X. In A, total number of salt required is, you can see experiment A requires 6 teaspoons of salt. So total teaspoons of salt we need to find for A and B all together. So 6 times of X plus experiment B requires 4 teaspoons of salt. So we can do 4 times of 5 minus X. So we'll be getting 6X plus 20 minus 4X. On simplifying, we'll be getting 2X plus 20. That means it's option C. Now moving to next question. Again, this is a question related to quadratic equation. It says when the function y equal to hx is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is graphed in the xy plane. The result is a parabola with vertex 4, 7. If h of 2 equal to 0, which of the following must also equal to 0? So it's a little graphical thing, but we don't have to use the graph here. You can see what we will be doing here. It says that 4, 7 is the graph. So the parabola either can be like this or can be like this. Whatever is the case, this is our vertex which is 4, 7. Suppose this is the case. Then this one is 4, 7. And if this is 4, 7, then we know that this will be symmetric about this axis. So whatever the distance of one 0 from here, the same distance should be the other 0. Because we know that this parabola is symmetric about this axis. So you can see h of 2 is equal to 0. So from 4, the one of the distance is 0 is 2. So this 0 should be, this is 4. That means this is the distance 2. So this side also the distance should be 2. So 4 plus 2, this 0 should be 6. That means h of 6 should be equal to 0. So this type of tricks we can use while solving the question. So you have to remember that what is the symmetry of the parabola graph or any other type of question when you will be getting. You don't have to always go in details. You can just use a little bit of mind and you can, without solving, you can say that what is the answer in some of the questions. For these type of questions, you will have to be very careful. Moving to next question. In this question, it says when the two equations above are graphed in the xy plane, they intersect in the point h, k. What is the value of h? So we can simply write this equation in graphing calculator and we can solve this. So let's see. So we are having x square plus 2y square equal to 44. And the second equation we are having is y square equal to x minus 2. Y square equal to x minus 2. So we will see where they are intersecting. So you can see they are intersecting at 6, 2 and 6, negative 2 points where they are intersecting, and the answer should be one of these points. So let's see the options. So the 2 points where they were intersecting was 6, 2 and 6, negative 2. So h is same, so h is 6, which is option C. So we don't need to solve these type of questions because it will take little more time in solving than graphing. Moving to next question. Here it's saying if 2x square plus ax plus b has zeros at x equal to 5 and x equal to negative 1, then what is the value of a plus b? So what we will be doing here to solve these type of questions, there is one trick we need to use. You have to remember that for ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, this is a quadratic equation, And for a quadratic equation, suppose let m and n are zeros of this equation. If m and n are zeros of this equation, then sum of zeros, that is m plus n, is always equal to negative b over a. Whereas product of the zero is always equal to c over a. That means the sum of zero is coefficient, negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, whereas product of roots is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So here in this question, both the zeros are given. So 5 and negative 1. Sum of zeros should be negative a over 2. So negative a over 2 should be equal to 5 minus 1. So we will be getting negative a over 2 equal to 4. So on multiplying both the sides by negative 2, we will be getting a equal to negative 8. Now let's say b. So b over 2 should be equal to 5 times of negative 1. So we will be getting b over 2 equal to negative 5. That means on multiplying both the sides by 2, we will be getting b equal to negative 10. So we need to find a plus b. A plus b is equal to negative 8, negative 10. That is equal to negative 18. So it's option A. In the next question, it says if 2x square minus 18 over 5x square minus 10x minus 15 is equal to a times of x plus b divided by x plus 1, where x is greater than 3, where a and b are constants, what is the value of ab? So we just need to factor both numerator and denominator. If we factor the numerator, we will be getting 2 times of x square minus 9 divided by, we can take 5 common and we will be getting x square minus 2x minus 3. So the numerator becomes, it's the form of a square minus b square. So it will become 2 times of a minus b times a plus b. That means x minus 3 times of x plus 3 divided by 5 times of, we have x square minus 2x minus 3. So we have to get two numbers whose sum is negative 2 and the product is negative 3. So we can write the two terms as, we can take negative 1 and positive 1 and negative 3. Then what we will be doing, since it is positive 1 and negative 3, so 5 times of x minus 3 times of x plus 1. So you can see x minus 3 is getting cancelled out and we are getting 2 times of x plus 3 over 5 times of x plus 1. When we compare this from a times of x plus b divided by x plus 1, you can see we can write this as 2 over 5 times of x plus 3 divided by x plus 1, and that is equal to a times of x plus b divided by x plus 1. So a is equal to 2 over 5 and b is equal to 3. So we need to find ab. So ab will be equal to 2 times 3, that is 6 over 5. So it's option C. Next question, the function f is defined by the equation above. If the function h is defined by the equation hx is equal to fx over 2x minus 12, for what value of x does hx equal to 6? Again, we can solve this equation by both the methods, using graph or using algebraic method. So basically we are having hx is equal to x square minus 3x minus 18 divided by 2x minus 12. So let's see how we can use graph to solve this. So this is how we can graph, and you can see this is a straight line. That means there must be any common factor between numerator and denominator, which will be cancelled out and we will be getting this thing. Now in the question it was asking about h of x equal to 6, then what is the value of x? So we will see where it is becoming 6. So at x equal to 6, that means this on this line, we will have to check on this line. So we are getting this point here. So we can check this point where it is 6. See, if you will see here, when x is 9, then y is equal to 6. So we'll be using that thing. So that means the answer here will be 9. So that is how we can do these type of questions. That's all in this video. We'll meet again in the next video for more such type of courses like in AP, ACT, AMC or SAT. In detailed course, please join MLS classes. Thank you.